I hope this works. Hey guys, it's Tony the Soy Assassin. We're not starting yet. I just need to make sure this is working because this is technically the second time hitting simulcast particular app, and I don't know if it works. So now I'm gonna check if it works. So you're gonna see me looking down because I'm looking at a tablet to see if this actually works. Okay, bear with me a second. If you're already here, leave me your messages so that I can see you. So I can see if the chat works. As you can see, there's like a chat box right here. That's kind of weird today. I wasn't able to get it to do what I wanted to do. So let's see if that works. Holy cow! Wow! All of a sudden, just crazy amount of messages. So let me see. Can you guys see me? Okay? Can you guys see me okay? Somebody leave me a message and let me know if you can see me okay. That way I know. Let me know if you guys can see me okay. Yes, okay. So guys, if you're in Facebook, let me know you're in Facebook. If you're in YouTube, let me know you're YouTube. I think everybody's from YouTube actually. From what I can see right now. Surprisingly, this works. It's the same hat, man. It's the same hat. So, good. Now that it works, I was just gonna check if the Facebook portion of it works too, and then we can get started. But while that's getting started, today we are smoking this Fratello Bianco, and we'll get started. Let's just get the stuff rolling.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
So Facebook does work, huh? I see the Facebook's working. You see this thing? There is another chat window on my screen that I can see. But this particular one uses a, it loads a website. It loads a website and then it's supposed to show all the chat, but I couldn't make it transparent. So I literally had to find some other way later on. But right now, if I can, I'll read the comments aloud usually. So we'll see how that works out. Technically, if you're on Facebook, it's easier because if I'm on Facebook, you can see the comments on YouTube and on Facebook in the old setup. But from YouTube, you can't see the comment that's on Facebook. It's not the other way around. If I can figure out how to do it, I probably would. I just don't have a good way yet. This is the only way I can come out with right now. So that will have to do for today. So for Skinner, I haven't seen you for a while. So welcome back for a while, I guess. Christina, we have William, we have Sherry, we have Matia Maya, we have Joe, we have Travis, we have Rencho Madela, that's new, okay. We have James Irwin, who's not sleeping, and boom, let's get this started. The first Fratello I smoked wasn't to my liking, and hopefully this is to my liking, and then we'll find out. We'll find out if this is to my liking. If not, there's 3 more to try, so don't disappoint me, Brendan. Don't disappoint me. And we have Nate, yes. Let's see. The cap is okay. It's a weird dry draw. Alright, we also have Brian Alcock, who's on YouTube. Yeah, so it's a new setup. Hopefully this will work out better in the future, but we'll see how it works out, right? Can you guys all read this okay? Is it big enough for you guys to read? It's just got like a raisiny taste to it. Raisin flavor dry draw. By the way, today I'm pairing with this. just to let you know, this thing tastes like cough syrup. So don't buy this. Don't buy this one. This thing is horrible. I just didn't want to open it and just waste it, so I'm using it as, you know, pairing, but it was horrible. Smoke Ronnie, what's that? Halcom? Hi, Smoke Ronnie. Cigar Mechanic. Look at what I'm smoking today. I hope this doesn't disappoint me, man. Seriously, I hope this doesn't. So far, first draw. Being really honest with you, first draw I got popcorn. I taste like popcorn. A little bit of hay. The one on the screen will take a little bit to update, I think. So, you know, give it time to update. Suppose you update like 30 frames a second or something like that. I'm not too sure. But let's see if it updates. If not, then I'll have to change it again. I mean, this thing is my first time using it, so I can't. I don't know exactly how that's gonna work out. What if I refresh it? I think I can refresh it this way. Hold on. It loads up the website again, and now it's nothing on it. Here we go. So, Cotton Candy Rockstar's best favorite energy drink. I think the green one was green one and the orange one the best. So, you know, we'll see what happens. So yeah, it tastes popcorn. Been over a minute now. Okay. Oh, okay. So I know what's going on. Basically, this thing is a snapshot of the website, and what happens is the website is obviously longer, so it will take a lot more push to push it up. I think that's what happened, but we'll see what happens, right? We'll see if that's the case. If it needs to be pushed up. You've been disappointed with Fratello. They aren't for me. That's why. See, when I smoked the red one, I don't know what they call it. But I think that the red boxer that we smoked, it was disappointing to me. That's why, you know, if Cigar Mechanic is gonna carry the brand, we literally had to try the entire brand just so that, you know, if it's bad, I'll tell Brenda. I try every single one of them and it's bad. You know, I need to try all of them just so that I can say that. You know, a lot of times it's like don't knock it until you try it. So I literally had to try all of them before I can say, hey, Brendan, this brand, seriously, what were you thinking? So right now, you know, it's like it's part of my thing to try every single one of them. So this week and into next week and until the 22nd, I'll be trying to, you know, sneak in a Fratello for the shows so that I can try all of them and I show you guys I tried it, so it's not like no BS. I did try it, you know. The website for Shadow Smokers Legion has been purchased, and I just put a temporary site on there. It will require some development, so I don't have time to do that yet, but I just wanted to make sure I had the domain. So that's have been purchased, and obviously the hosting and all that has been purchased. The C panel has been installed, and, you know, still waiting for the rest of it. I like them because Tim and Brad is so high on them on their TNT videos. You know, that's some of the thing that, you know, you have to take it with a grain of salt. You know, if some people try to promote something, they are gonna give you the high and lows of certain cigars. Not saying that you can't trust them. I mean, obviously a brand can survive because there are, you know, people who smoke them, right? And because it's people that smokes them, you know, there is, you know. The official HTML is www.shadowsmokerslegion.com. Alright. It tastes a little bit of raisin, a little bit of grainy-ish coffee, little bit of milk chocolate. I taste a little bit of cedar. I taste a little bit of star anise. And maybe a little oak at the end, like just kind of lingering at the end. A little bit saltiness too. A little bit of saltiness, like part of that popcorn. Thanks, Skinner. A little bit of saltiness to that popcorn thing taste is here and there. But so far, there's quite a bit of stuff in there. All of them are kind of light though. They're not particularly stand out. They're like just combination of all the light notes. Kind of have to fade away as you get there. So. The Bianco has a special place in my heart. I smoked with my wife when she tried her first cigar. Wow, that might give you a little bit more oomph to it, the enjoyment. The cigar is all about, when you're smoking, what you enjoy at the time, what you like at the time, who are you with. All that stuff would kind of enhance the enjoyment of that particular cigar. Because cigar is really something that you want to smoke with other people, not alone. When you're alone, yes, you can have relaxation and all that stuff, but when you with a friend or with a bunch of friends or even meeting new friends, that's when they make the cigar special. I'm pretty sure as a lot of people have like a budget cigar of some sort. That's special to me because that's the first cigar I smoked. Like Tim and Bradley, they remember what's the first cigar they smoked because of that, and it's not necessarily the best smoke. It's just the first cigar they smoked. And that's one of my first cigar too. Romeo y Julieta Reserva Rio is one of my first cigar, and that, and I remember that was a time when people corrected me that it should be pronounced Julieta, but whatever. Romeo and Julieta, Romeo Julieta, whatever. But Reserva Rio is one of my first one too, and then that's actually one of the first cigar I taste the almond note in the cigar. So the nuttiness, the almond notes in the cigar, that was the first cigar I went with. Okay, more cedar is going through as you smoke it. It does have a little bit of overburn on one side than the other, but you can see that's probably from me lighting it up a little bit too much on one side than the other. Perdomo Champagne 10th anniversary. That's a big cigar for being the first cigar. That's a big cigar to smoke for being the first cigar. I switched over to Facebook to see how it is on this platform. How do you like it, Sherry? It's still in testing phase. I figure that helps few of the members to see the videos when they only use Facebook. And some people just don't use YouTube, and some people has problem sending messages on YouTube. So being on Facebook, then you probably don't have that issue. So this is why I try to do this together. But unfortunately, I can't do this in the group. I had to do it from a page. So it has to be on the Soy Sauce Assassin page. Look to the right. That's where the comments is. And that's the unified comment. So, if you look from the bottom, then you're not going to see the YouTube comment. I'm pretty sure eventually I'll find a better way. But right now, that's the way I found. So how many of you are actually smoking this with me right now? The Fratello Bianco. It's just like your regular life that you do randomly. Yeah, pretty much. Except this one goes to the same setup, so I don't have to change it all that much. Hey, Polysticks, what's going on, man? Did the support go through? What support? What support are we talking about? No, I don't have any Fratello. Smoking a Nat Cinco 1965 anniversary Robusto. New World tonight. Okay. Hella skinny skin. Wait, Skinner, did you just change your name again? Smoking the Illusion Ultra. Illusion Ultra. You're going to smoke one with me? You better smoke one with me. Well, by the way, congratulations to Skinner getting his new car. Yes, he got a new old car. But that car has a special place in most Asian people's hearts. So having that car is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So congrats, getting an ITR is not something that's normal. It's you know, ITR is one of those cars that went up in value as the time goes down, as a Japanese car. So older it gets, the higher the value it was. So it's one of those cars. Okay. Well, it really depends how the software is decide to push them through. So yeah, having a second is actually not too bad. I think YouTube is actually like 5 seconds or 4 seconds away from when I was talking. So South and Draw, Rose of Sharon, first time. How do you enjoy it? It's actually a really, really good cigar. It's just too light for you know, if you smoke for a while, you've been smoking for a while, your nicotine level about able to take, you know, medium body or full body cigars, that Rose of Sharon become too light for enjoyment. But for a beginner or for a light to medium smoker, that's perfect. It's perfect cigar to smoke. So far, this cigar, the flavor is there. I mean, it's somewhat complex. I haven't tasted anything I don't like in there yet. But like I say, each flavor is light. It's almost like watered down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, almost feels like watered down, but it's there. Yeah, in the nose, when it comes out, you don't really feel it. You do taste it, but they almost feel like it's like in a watered down feel. First thing with a cup of coffee. It probably is because of how light it is. Which one am I smoking again? This is the Bianco Boxer. Bianco Boxer. Yeah, so I wouldn't say this is bad. It's actually better than the regular, what they call it, oral, or the red one, the red band. I actually like this one better, the red band, but the flavor seems to feel like as if you're tasting the flavor over water. So it's not like, it's like, I guess you gotta consider that as watered down, but it's not water. It's just so blend in a way. But one thing I can taste is the anise, and cedar. Those two are very easy to find in that bunch of flavors. Okay, those two are easy to find. The ash is really, really white, and there's a little bit of sweetness. There's a little bit of coffee in there that adds to the acidity. Okay, a little bit of bitterness from the coffee as well. Aftertaste of hate, a little bit, just a little bit. Well, for Nevada, I'm gonna save those two good ones for the end, right? For the 22nd, June 22nd, I'll be smoking the Nevada, and June 29th, I'll be smoking the Inverso. So, you know, by then, I should have tried every single one that they have to offer in regular stores. And if I can't find a good one, then we have an issue, right? So far, this one's not bad. So, I'm looking forward I'm looking forward to try them. You know, while I was like talking about this Fratello cigars, somebody told me that Fratello owner Omar was like a sports player that just went over and basically do cigars for some reason. You know, maybe somebody can give me a kind of education on that one. Was the owner of Fratello actually a sports player of some sort? Hey Shan, useful work for NASA. So he's not a sports player, he's just a NASA scientist of some sort. Because that kind of like gets me confused, because somebody tell me one thing, the other tell me another thing. He could be someone that's just everywhere, but it really depends. It really depends. Basketball in Europe. Okay, so he is a sports player in Europe that went to NASA, and they end up making cigars. I can totally see the correlation there. That's the proper trend of how you're supposed to go before you become a cigar vendor. First, you gotta be a basketball player. Then naturally, you go work for NASA. And after you decide that you're bored with space, that's when you go, I got space figured out. I'm gonna make cigars. That makes total sense. I see. I need to touch this up a little bit because it's not burning evenly. And I think it has to do with one side just happened to be hotter than the other side. Because I can still see like burn here, it's just not as quick. There we go. Alright. Now that I'm getting a little bit to this, I start to taste a little bit earthiness, like dirt. But like not different dirt. I gotta share this. The last message I sent to Jeff that I was going to bed so I can get up for 3 for the live show. Jeff's answer is classic. Okay, I'll give you a call in an hour or so. How did he came up? That's totally Jeff, man. That's totally Jeff. Hey, Mike. Was it Mitchell? Yeah. Hey, Mitchell. Have you ever had any Bomberman cigars? I have. I do, and they're actually not bad. It's not my favorite, but it's actually not bad of a stick. I still have a little small one in the humidor as well. It's just not something that I go normally for. This burn is just, imagine, all those people ask me to smoke a pipe. Imagine you smoke a pipe. Doesn't look right on me. Doesn't look right. So yeah, I've smoked Bombay before. I think I got a couple of those samplers when Tim was having it in Cigar Study. So I have those, but it wasn't to my that much of a liking. So exactly. That's why I can't do that. I'm gonna get arrested just for smoking pipe, just for the look of smoking pipe. It's gonna look so wrong. Nothing's gonna look right. Come on, man. Cigars. Come on, cigar mechanic. You can't just go and all of a sudden smoke something that I haven't tried yet, man. Come on. You gotta smoke the same thing. You got something against this one? Is that what it is? You got something against this one? You know, follow the follow the program here. The program here is Bianco. Come on, man, Bianco. I think for the month of June we'll do Fratello, and the next month I'll try another brand that he picked up that I haven't smoked yet. So probably Espinosa or something that will keep me for another few weeks of trying stuff. Then I can decide whether or not I should buy a box that I will forget about. Don't have that one on you, man. What's with Fratello not having enough stock, man? There was like none in Cigars Daily. Okay. The cedar get a little bit sweeter. The oak only show up at the end. There's a little bit pepperiness to it too, and now the earthiness is at the end, combined with some salt. There's like salt at the end. Salt at the end. Yeah, it's a little bit salty. Now, when I say salty, it's not like you lick the salt, right? It's like you have a soup and you add more salt, and that soup just tastes salty, but it's not salt taste. It burns relatively quick though. You know, right now it's only been half an hour through. I'm on probably a little bit more, just before halfway point. So this thing burns relatively quick. The ash does hold though, so it's not like you know, bad quality. It's pretty good quality. The ash holds. So Shane, you just have to call TNT or visit TNT.com, man. We have the our discount code, man. Use my lotus cutter with my vertical lighter and rest my AJ Fernandez ashtray. Shameless plug. That's okay. I'll allow you to do that. I don't know. What is this lighter? Do anybody know what this lighter is? Because this lighter is some serious flame and works every time. You know, it's on my table all the time. I just don't use it all that much. This is more like safety. Like if I run out of lighter to use, I will use this vertical lighters here. Vertical lighter. Yeah. Yep, I do have vertical stuff. I have cutter. I have the lighters here. Not because of, you know, Brendan, so. Let's see. But yeah, I don't have a lotus cutter. Not saying that they're not good, but like I just don't have one. I just don't have one. I was told Vertigo was made by Lotus, but I'm not too impressed with the dual cutter from Lotus, from Vertigo. So I wouldn't recommend that. But the straight cutter is actually not that bad. Straight cutter from Vertigo is actually one of my first cutter, and they work pretty well. So yeah. But you guys already know I like to use soft flame. So what I think of DuPont lighters, like these, I love them. I have a few of these. I tend to lose them, and whenever you lose them, you cry. So yeah, I think these will last like forever, but you know, and every part can be serviced, but that's the thing, you're paying a lot for the money, right? So like, you know, think of these two. like a Rolex and a G-Shock. All right, G-Shock watch works perfectly fine and works fine in majority of situations, and it's affordable. Okay, Rolex will probably last you a few generations. You just had to service it, and it will cost you a lot of money. Okay, so I think both has its place and both has its own situation. For example, if you use a DuPont lighter, you're stuck with their fuel, or you had to use an adapter to refill the fuel on this. Does it make you feel cool when you open up, like, you know, hear the noise? Yes, but if you're in a situation where there's, you know, smoking outside, if you're smoking outside, you probably don't want to use this. This is more like inside in a club, in a you know, poker table, something like that. You'll use this because it just look badass. But if you're outside, you'll be you'll be lighting up your cigar with one of these, laughing at the person who tried to light a cigar with these, because the flame will just won't stay. The flame will just not gotta stay. So one of these, yeah, it will work majority of the time, and if not all the time. Like, this would be like all purpose, all situation, right? You wouldn't want to wear your Rolex and go swimming. So it's just that ideas, you know. You know, I'm the same way. Like, you know, I know it's expensive lighter and I tend to lose it. So, you know, if you lose it a few times, you'll know to pay really good attention on it. There are some DuPont lighter that has a GPS tracker on it. So you can actually track where your lighter is. But just because you know where it is doesn't mean the person who picked it up is going to give it back to you. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But does both functions? Both function perfectly fine. So if I'm gonna go to a random place to smoke, if I'm gonna go to a random lounge that I've never been before, that I don't trust, that I will keep my stuff on the table and not get stolen, I'll probably bring one of these. I'll probably bring two of these. You know, these things holds a lot more fuel than this. All right, and these things don't need flints. This needs flint. So this actually requires a lot more maintenance than this, you know. Just like, yeah, like I said, both has its place in the enjoyment of cigars, right? You'll get a really cool ashtray for home, but you'll use those cheap free ashtrays outdoor and stuff like that, so it doesn't care if it gets destroyed. So if you smoke a lot, it's perfectly usable. The Vertigo is awesome. Exactly that reason. They work awesome. If you lose them, they are cheap to replace. And exactly why you should have a few of these at home, because let's say if you have a friend that never smoked before and they decide to pick up this will be a good gift. Just say, hey, you like this? Take it home. Take it home, and you're not gonna feel bad about it, and they will thank you for it because it works so well. Hey Tony, join the club. Join the hub tonight for this live while he smoked with you. Love the aroma of this one. Nice. What's he smoking right now? Are you smoking one of those special ones? Huh? When I'm with Tony, I'm gonna remember, always wait until Tony leaves before me. You know, just in case. That I don't understand. You know, before I leave, I check I have everything before I go, so. Buy a tray of Vertigo and put in every place you smoke. And you probably can do that. You can buy a whole box of this, and it will still be cheaper than one of these. I think this original price was like $1,000. So, you know, if you find it on sale, it'll still be like $600-700. This thing, $700, you can buy a whole box. You can buy 2 boxes. Literally, you can light one, give one away, light one, give one away, and you'll still have a lot of those for the price of these. So, do I recommend this? I do. Why? Because I do have one. Let's see. I mean, HTML class watching this live. Well, while you're HTML class, maybe you can tell me the CSS code to make the chat transparent because I couldn't. I'm going to look on for the vertical. Rancho, if I think it's Fernandez, Frederick. I can't remember the exact name. I'm sorry, but Rancho, if you're gonna buy this lighter, I recommend you should just purchase like a cigar or something like that from TNT and just add this lighter in there, right? You'll hold it until I see you again. That will be a problem because I probably will not fly to Germany ask you for that lighter. Buy a trade, but the smoke sense you good, awesome. Triple flame vertical is great. I think this is triple flame. This is quad flame. This is crazy. Look at the distance this thing is. They go burn the cigar from that distance. This thing is no joke. I should tune this down, but the fire just looks so cool. I didn't want to. That triple flame cigar beats my Cigar lighter hands down. I agree with that. I agree with that. I actually don't own a Cigar lighter for that reason. I can't see the downside there. I think yes, they will. My buddy has had his. Yeah, they will last. They will last. For the punch. Well, if they do, that would be great. You know, have Cigar Mechanic pick up Punch under his thing, and then he can go talk to Punch for us. Let Punch, Fernando. I'm sorry for not remembering. I just remember it starts with F. I can't remember exactly. So, going to reorder Thunderbird due to dual flame for Cigar Daily logo on the. Okay, see, the Thunderbird lighter is really cool. I love the concept, and even though it's not the original concept, it's still great. It's just such an iffy lighter. It always leak when I try to fill it, so I stopped using it. But you know, having the insert inside the Zippo is perfect. It's perfect. But yeah, if you had a question about Vertigo, I think they will last. I mean, hands down, I think this is pretty good. And I'm telling you this is good not because Brendan, because I had this lighter before Brendan picked it up. Okay, I had this lighter before Brendan picked it up in his brokerage. So yeah, I liked it before Brendan. Brendan, I liked it before you picked it up. Just so you know, it wasn't because of you. Not that special. I'm a fan of my jet lighter. Does anyone make the lighters for them? I have no idea. That I can't answer for you. They're having warranty issue and they will not take in-store warranty. You have to mail in for your own expense. And that's the problem with all those like lifetime warranty, free exchange, no question asked. You still have to send your lighters in, and by the time you send your lighters in and everything, yay, subscribers! I'm surprised that worked because the subscriber usually doesn't work. That actually worked for the second time or something like that. Yeah. So by the time you send your lighter in and have them send back to you, you're probably very close to a new lighter anyway. And literally, you might as well buy a new lighter. That'll be quicker. So, this thing never had a problem. Like I actually played with it because I think Tim or something was playing with it. It just lights out every time, and I tried to prove him wrong by pressing this about 100 times, and my thumb literally hurts, and this thing still goes. So, and what I like the most is that the tank is huge. This tank is huge. and I can see it, so it makes purge a lot easier. Because a lot of time when you purge a lighter, the fuel comes out too. But from here, you'll see the fuel bubbling, and you'll know when to stop. Like when it's actually the fuel that's coming out vaporized, then the fuel, then the gas that's in there. So that actually helps. Like for my other lighters, I can never tell what am I filling, and is it full? I don't know. Alright, so now it gets even more woodsy taste. Now I taste more of oak and cedar, a little bit of chocolate, and earthiness at the end, like just straight earthiness at the end. It's not as sweet anymore. It was sweet from this section, and then now it's not as sweet anymore. The popcorn taste is like on and off. It shows up, and then the next few puff there isn't. So the anise and spice are there. There's a little bit of other spice in there. I just can't tell what spice it is, other than anise. I wonder who make the lighter for Jetline. Are they made in house type of company? I have no idea. Maybe, yeah, maybe put some butter on it. I just had 2 chunks of butter today, so I don't think I'll have any more butter today. I literally just bite off the butters. So when I try to lose weight, I just chew butter for snack. Don't I look skinnier already from last week? I lose weight super fast. So I'll lose 30 pounds by the end of like early summer, and then I'll start eating again at the end of this summer again. So, but hey, Cigar Mechanic, just like like I mentioned to everybody else, October 11th is when I'm gonna fly over. Okay, I'm buying the tickets like literally this weekend. So October 11th, I'm leaving on the 14th. Hangout time, yes. Fratello dip in butter makes a good popcorn. I don't know. I had to test that out. I have to test it out. They're made in China and shipped in. Does that mean they gotta increase price now? Is the Jetline's lighters gonna be more expensive now? I mean, this cigar is not bad. It's enjoyable. But the price is like what? Like, counting the... I would say this is about like, what, $8? $9 maybe? A cigar? It's actually not bad. Compared to the red band one, this is a lot better. It's something that I can, it's within my palate. It's okay. I have no idea. Isn't everything made in China nowadays, including myself? No, actually made in Taiwan, okay? MIT, made in Taiwan. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. I'm surprised how much this tastes different than the red one. I think the red one was the first cigar they released, and this is the second cigar they released, right? Not bad. Especially whenever there's like a sweeter cedar taste, I kind of like it already. What I didn't like is the after earthy tone, but it's not really apparent. It's not that apparent. It's not in your face. So I'm okay with that too. In terms of the oak, I'm not too much of a wood person. Like that, if cedar is enough for me. But if you add oak and all that other woodsy taste to it, it becomes too much for me. That's why I don't smoke Opus X, because that particular cigar it's all wood. It's all wood. All you gotta taste is variation of wood. So $11 in your big brick mortar. Oh my god. Yeah, you might as well buy it online. It's much cheaper. Gotta, you know, sometimes after you smoke, you kind of have to give a like a retaste. Try to get it find in your mouth, because whatever that's left over, sometimes it makes it easier to tell the difference between the notes, what's left over and what's there. Especially if you don't retrohale, that actually help a lot. That actually help you with tasting the notes, because it's whatever that's left over, that kind of easier to tell, because now your saliva is kind of separate each flavor so that you can tell the notes. Now back to cup syrup. I don't know why anybody likes cherry flavored any liquid drink, because it doesn't taste like cherry. It tastes like cup syrup. Like, I feel like drinking this is literally like drinking a kid's Tylenol syrup for cough, and with soda. that's how it tastes like to me. Like, when I drink it the first time, I'm like, oh no. But then, like, if I don't try it, I don't know. So, have I ever gotten cherry from a cigar? No, not particularly. Maybe like this, like very chemically, and really doesn't taste like cherry. I love to eat cherry, but none of the cherry soda tastes like cherry. So if you say this flavor is cherry, then yeah, I've tasted cherry before, but I think that's closer to something else than cherry. You know, notes are like whatever that reminds you of, and for that reminds me of medicine. You know, even cherry flavor cigar did not taste like cherry. I had a, what's it, acid, and then has like a cherry one, and has like a honey one. And I taste the honey one, it kind of have a little bit of honey in there. And I taste the cherry one, and it's like, that tastes nothing like cherry. Alright, last stir is totally my kind of flavor. Last stir, I can taste like just very nice, like a Dominican cigar like. A little bit of cedar sweetness, nutty creaminess, and with a background of anise. That's pretty much what's going on at the end now. So that the last bit, I would say that's very enjoyable flavor that I can do. So I've gotten blueberry from the 1502 Blue Sapphire. I still have not find blueberry in the 1502s yet, but I did find blueberry on one of the cigars that we smoked the other day. So there is blueberry somewhere. In Magic Toast, it dry draws like blueberry. My wife is made in Korea. Okay. Does she like America better than Korea? You know, Korea is a tough place to live in. Ooh. Now it gets really good. If the whole cigar will taste like this, I will have give really high point to this one. Like, if the whole cigar tastes like the last stir, I will have a body box. But, you know, we're gonna thank Martin and Maya for eating up my budget to buy more of these. Martin, you know why I don't have a budget this week to buy this, right? Oh my god, 33% tobacco tax. That's horrible. That's horrifying. 33%? That's like paying tax. Like income tax. I think California is higher. That's still. Hey, Brendan, did you know about the law in Utah, right? Why couldn't they order cigar online? It's just that because they won't allow you to buy online, or because they just don't allow any company to ship cigars to that location. Because I was talking about is that if that they can't order online, can they call in to order and pay the tax there rather than whatever that the rate that's over there? 67%. Wow. Yeah, you buy online, buy online, buy online, buy online. Important say 3 times. Actually, I said 4 times. So yeah, so online sales of tobacco. Let's say if I called in and ordered, does that count as online sale? Because I'm not using internet anymore. I'm calling in to make order and have them shipped to me. Could that be legal? Like, I'm not doing it online. I'm just calling a store that I may or may not have been to, and say, can I place an order over the phone and ship to me? Can that happen? Because if that works, anybody can call Cigar Daily or TNT to order that, right? Because they do it through the phone too. They don't have to do it online. Right? That's so dumb. A lot of law doesn't even make sense. In like, especially like giving out samples to cigar smokers. Like, they outlaw that because they think that you promote smoking. Well, if I'm already smoking, getting new free cigars isn't gonna stop me from isn't gonna get me to start smoking, because I already do smoke, right? Doesn't make sense. Wow. $11 to $12 local BAMs. That's wow. Yeah, you'll get much better deals by calling Cigars Daily or online. It's just the way it is. Utah technically has outlawed shipping tobaccos there, but as a person, like not from company, but as a person, I can ship tobaccos there. No, I've shipped to Utah before, and there was no problem. I mean, they can't technically outlaw shipping tobacco because all the vendors, like CVS, Walgreens, whatever, they gotta get tobacco somewhere. They gotta get like their cigar somewhere. So you can't just say you are not allowed to ship cigars because not all the cigar shops can get cigars because they had to be shipped. So that doesn't make sense, right? So Brenda, are you gonna talk to any of those companies for us to make our third cigars? Shadow Smokers Legion third cigars from any of those companies? Yes, no, maybe. I just got 1502 into Helio cigars. I did not. Oh, okay. Is that a store, I guess? Will you be coming to Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival? I believe you say you had CO. The issue is tobacco license. You have to have tobacco license for me to sell to you. Or you're not selling to me. I want them to release a cigar where we can buy it from. We can just buy it from them. Don't have to sell it to me. Don't have to sell it to me. Like, does what's that? Red Meat Lover has a cigar license. They're just a group too, right? Because they're a group, they don't have tobacco license. But they, you know, Don Barton was able to release a cigar for them, right? So, you know, it would be nice if we could, you know, they just release a cigar and sell it everywhere. We can buy it. That's totally fine. That's a lounge I go to. Is okay. It's a new lounge in Ontario. Whenever I think Ontario, I think Canada. But that's not in Canada, right? I'm, of course, at work, but to check in. Going to have a cigar when I get home. I make the last 15 minutes of the show. That's great. You know, you're welcome to join us. Anytime, man. Anytime. COSPGs. Amit is awesome. 1502 will be there soon. I see. Cigar mechanic is going everywhere, man. Everywhere. So, hey, Brendan, when you gotta carry Massachusetts? When are you gotta carry Massachusetts? I'll be waiting, man. You know, set your goal big. The entire America is for your reach. Well, within your reach. Never? You made me cry. Yeah. Come on, man. You should reach nationwide. Look at that. He's going everywhere. Smoke output the last third is really good. Look at how much smoke is going on right now. And I'm not even taking out that puff. So, I really enjoy it too. Yeah, Virginia is not that far away from us either. Come on, man. If you can do Virginia, you can do Massachusetts. Don't hesitate if you need something. Really good cigar at the end. I like it. I like the last third a lot. So it's not a bad cigar. Not a bad cigar. It just burns relatively quick. It lasts me about an hour. An hour it was gone. So that means I had to light another one up. I only had one of these, so whatever that's right next to me, I'll just pick up random. I gotta reach my hand randomly to the drawer that's right next to me. There is a cigar place here, so I just gotta reach out and grab whatever that's there. All right, Martin, Maya, I'll talk to you later. Good. I mean, so far, I think this works out well, even though there's not a lot of Facebook member that's on this right now, but I think that's pretty cool. It works both sides. Literally, this window doesn't bother me all that much, so... and I think I can read the chat better because the chat on my screen is way bigger, so I can literally read the words better. Yeah, this actually is not bad. Like, if the last third was consistent with the entire cigar, I would recommend this as a daily cigar. Of course, not at $12 a stick. $12 a stick is quite expensive for this one. I think this is a perfect $7 to $8 stick. $7 to $8 stick is not bad. It just burns a little bit too quick. 1 hour burns a little bit too quick. A lot of smoke at the end, though. A lot of smoke. So I think they perfected the last stir. First stir is like it's kind of light. Second stir, it starts to pick up a little bit, but the perfection is at the last stir. I think that's what it is. You're the only one on Facebook right now. That's okay. That's okay. You know, Bible study time at 10 p.m. Oh, actually, over there is like what, 7? All right, Brendan, I'll talk to you later, man. So I hope you guys like this setup. You know, that allows more people to chat with us. That allows more people to join us. Like I say, the channel is not really for profiting or anything. I'm not looking to have thousands and thousands of viewers. It's really for me to be able to chat with all of you guys and, you know, have a smoke and enjoy talking about cigars and have updates and stuff like that. So, you know, for me, it doesn't matter where you are. You can be on Facebook, you can be on this, totally fine with me. Either one works, right? And of course, with Cigar Mechanic being able to join us, perfect. You know, it works fine. So yeah, that works out well, and he answered some of the questions. Granted, he didn't smoke the same cigar I did. He should have. But, you know, it works out. It works out. So I think that we'll continue this format for a while, and when it no longer works, then we'll figure it out. So for Fernando, right? Fernando, did you enjoy Shadow Smokers Legion? Is Shadow Smokers Legion what you thought it was? And if you're watching this for the very first time, all these people here are, you know, from Shadow Smokers Legion. It's a great group that, you know, we enjoy talking to each other. So, you know, if you want to have fun, part of the fun, find someone here, any one of them can invite you to the group. Last stir is really good. I'm gonna smoke this closer to the knob than I should. I don't have a pick, so unlike Sherry, I can't smoke this to literally nothingness. She literally smoked it until there's only one mouth left, like that much left. I can't do that. Dedication. Like when there's nothing to smoke, there's still something to smoke. That's dedication. Have a good night, Brendan. Whoa. So yeah, I hope everybody had a great Wednesday. It is one of those hump days. So, I would suppose Wednesday is one of those days that you have kind of settled down into your. Oh, you're welcome. It's one of those days we kind of settle down into our weekend. You know, it's like, okay, the busy stuff that I try to catch up on Monday, finally kind of caught up on Wednesday, and you know, it's one of those day that, you know, we kind of sums it up and says, hey, I'm ready to finish up this week and get into the weekend. This month is longer month, so there is five weekends. So I can imagine, you know, it's a lot to catch up. It's a lot to deal with. For me, May is like the most busiest month of me doing anything whatsoever. So, you know, I've been really working with a lot of stuff. I think I got everybody's OG link already. If I haven't got your OG link, you let me know. Okay, you let me know. It's better than I thought. The small number of members makes everything more personal and easier to make friendships across the country. It is. It's all about friendship. When it gets too far down, it gets too warm for my throat. I don't smoke many down like Sherry does. I don't think many people does the Sherry way. Yeah, we keep the drama here. This is the drama zone where you can allow to vent and everything. You know, all the new member who is watching right now, I hope you know that, you know, we're a very small group and we are very personal. Feel free to make a video to introduce yourself to the rest of the group. We love to make those video stuff. We do have, before you guys has joined us, we used to have recorded There is more patches left. Yes, there is more patches left. Before we recorded review video, we allowed the members to do review videos of the cigars that they were sent. So there was a review train going on. We might still do that. As you already know, that we are doing this massive project to send a cigar box across to all the members who's joining it. So it's gonna be a large, long process. It's gonna take at least a year to finish, if not more. Okay, and it's gonna start from Germany into Netherlands, back to America, and then we're gonna go state by state until all the member has signed it, and then comes back to me. And in there, it's gonna be a box of cigars. You trade a few in there. It's gonna be super awesome. That thing's gonna be crazy. But yeah, right now the step one is to get the box ready, get some cigars in there, trade between Germany and Netherlands, and then it's gonna come back. Once you get to the state, then obviously we'll continue that going. In the States, it's much easier than international, but since we have international members, we let the international part deal with that first, because they do have restriction on what they can send, how they send over. So we'll go with that. Yeah, Chris, let me know, because I actually have a package to go to you. So if you can let me know ahead of time, I can put it in there with it. It's gotta be awesome. Yes, indeed, I agree. I even though when I just think about it, it kind of makes me go, ooh, that's gotta be tough. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, there's nothing the Legion cannot do, and that would be really cool thing to do. Really a big project to undertake. It's gonna take a long time, and it will be a long project, and then everybody can constantly update it. Everybody can constantly updating on that, and you know, once the box gets to me, I'm gonna throw some stickers in there. You can take 1 or 2 stickers and pass the rest along, and then that way, you know, members can pick out stickers on there too. So 10:08, I have about just another cigar, so I'm gonna just reach my hand and just grab a cigar, and whatever that cigar is, we're gonna smoke it and let this one down. This one, my verdict for this one is not bad for $8 cigar or $7-8 cigar. Last third, I really enjoyed it. First third, yeah, middle part of it, it's okay, it picks up. So give that a try if you haven't tried before. It's actually not a bad cigar compared to the red one. That is, I mean, it's a good cigar. All right, now let me grab another cigar. Magic Toast it is. Yes, I do have multiple places where I can reach for cigars. Now Magic Toast it's gotta be one of my favorite for 2019. So if you never had a Magic Toast yet, you should get some and try it, because it's good enough. It's really good. Like I say, all my cigars are usually random choice. I just grab whatever that's on top and I have it. So that's a good choice. Good random choice. Let's get this one started. For those people who doesn't know, while we're at Davidoff meet, this lady went over and saw a cigar tube, like a metal tube, and literally they just sell the tube as, you know, as carry, you know, so you can carry one cigar with you. And that old lady literally come in and just stares at that tube, and then ask what that is. All right, ask what that is. Well, the shape, you know, looks like a bellicoso. And it's a long bellicoso. It's like probably 7-inch long Bellicoso metallic tube with no markings on it. And she literally asked what that is. So, you know, leave the rest to your imagination as to why she will ask what that is. Because, as you can see, hashtag no battery is required. Oh, you lost me on Facebook? I don't know why. It has to be because of Facebook. It has to be because of Facebook, not part of this. I don't know. Like, I tried it last time. I was hoping that they won't delete it because the program was meant for multi-stream for video games. But I do what I can and see what happens. Sherry, let me know if it does come back. If not, somebody type it so Sherry can read it. Let me know if Facebook comes back up. Now, since we're talking about this particular lighter, we're gonna toast this up a little bit with this particular lighter. This lighter hasn't failed me, so it's not like I don't like it. I just prefer soft flame. You know, toasting is good. Toasting is good. Toasting is very good. Oh, yes! Good cigar. Good cigar. It is still running on Facebook. Okay, so might be Sherry then. I like this loose straw. Now, this has been sitting here for a little bit while, and now that I lit up, I get right away some herb spice to like not the flavor that we usually have with this magic toast, but I think that's because I toasted. So, just how good is that magic toast? Like I say, this could be one of my favorite cigar of the year. My favorite cigar of the year. Okay, we did a group buy on this because I like this so much. Yep. It's got a little bit herb taste to it, Chinese herb taste to it. I don't know why, just today. Maybe because it was right next to other Chinese cigars, but tastes good. I like it. I love it. I love this draw too. Like, I only cut a little bit, and I'm getting a lot of draw from this. I love it. Yep, chocolate starts to come in. Chocolate starts to come in. Very good. Yeah, so if you never tried Magic Toast, it's definitely a must try for 2019. Must try, must try. First one I didn't like. The third one, the second and third one was good. That brings us to another topic that I saw Christina asking about Cubans. She asked about how long do you age Cubans. Now, this might be one of the most helpful things that anybody can have with Cubans. Always rest your Cubans. Always age your Cuban. Do not buy the Cuban and smoke it right away. All right. Do not ever get Cubans and just go home and smoke it. Let it sit for at least 2 to 3 months. And you gotta ask why. It's because consistency. Cuban cigars, they just pump out a lot of cigar really, really quickly. And I don't think they allow enough time for it to age. A lot of time, Cuban cigar didn't age properly or didn't have enough aging to the leaves. And they totally changed to something much more acceptable when you age them. So always age your cigar, especially Cuban. Cuban needs to age. Don't just buy it home and smoke it. You might not like it all that much. At least 18 what? 18 months, 18 years? Definitely want to wait a little bit before you smoke them, because once you, like, a lot of times they're not aged properly. Just because, you know, you're in that country where the dictator gets portion of the earnings, and they expect you to continue with that earning, the amount of earning. So they pump up crazy amount of cigars just quickly. Granted, they're good cigars, they just didn't age enough. Now, James, if we're talking about what you're talking about, in some countries you don't have to wait until 18. So yeah, today I had a call with American Express. This is one of those things that I was kind of pissed off about. We have an American Express card that has $15,000 credit line, and it's a card that I usually don't use because obviously I have others, cash and stuff I can use. I just don't use American Express all that much. They sent me a letter that says because you don't use your card enough, literally, I didn't use it for 6 months, maybe 7 months, maybe. They're lowering my credit to limit to a 7,500 credit line. And I was like, what the hell? I don't use credit card, you lower my credit line. Now, it's not so much of how much I can spend because obviously I didn't spend on it. I'm just saying in some country you can marry before 18. So anyways, moving on. So yeah, and literally, no, Mercedes did not make everything right. I mean, let me continue with that story first, though. So I called them up. It's like, what, you guys basically lower my credit because I don't use the credit card? Now, it's not so much of the amount of money I can spend because I don't really care for that. I mean, there's other ways to spend money, and obviously I didn't use it because I have other money to spend, right? That's totally fine. But when they lower your credit, it actually affects your credit, actual credit. It actually, you will lose a few points on your credit, and that's not acceptable because I didn't, obviously my credit should be going up, not going down because I didn't spend. But in the market is you don't have credit if you don't spend. So I called them up and like, what the hell? You guys lower my credit because, I didn't spend. Now you just ask me to spend even less. And obviously that took a while. Transfer, and transfer to another guy who said, oh, we just need to verify your earnings. I was like, you kidding me, right? You guys checked my credit and you didn't know my earning? So I was pretty pissed about that. But in the end, they did change it back right away. They literally is like a one button thing. Literally, it's like, okay, done. Your credit is back to 15,000. I was like, then why do you lower it to start with? It just give me a hassle of calling you guys so that you guys can verify my income. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense whatsoever. So, that happened. Really, what's really funny is as soon as I hang up, Bank of America called me. Bank of America says, yeah, I would like to offer you a new credit card. It's like, what the hell? How do you know I was just making a phone call on credit card? I was like, nope, that's okay. I have enough credit card. They just say, oh yeah, 0 APR, blah, blah, blah. You just keep going. That's okay, Sherry. You're welcome on any method that you can be here. That's totally welcome. So I was pretty pissed about that already. So I'm angry, right? I'm angry. Then I got an email from Mercedes-Benz because I tend to follow up. And I was like, hey, based on what we talked about last time, did you get this problem resolved? Because they were gonna compensate the trouble with my current car and not be able to, give me the replacement car, all that stuff. And they was like, oh, because my car went through a repair. It went through a repair that took on and off about 6 months. And that 6 months, I literally don't have my car, right? So, I'm telling them, you guys depreciate my car monthly and, putting miles on it. I'm not going to be able to drive the car and all that stuff for 6 months. And after you repaired it, I didn't go through the trouble to say, this is a limit. You should give me a new car. Your previous general manager said he was going to compensate me. I even have emails on that. And you basically tell me that you give me an extended warranty. And last time on the phone, I already tell you, the extended warranty doesn't do me any good. I don't keep my car that long. I literally keep it for a year, maybe less, before I get rid of it. Maybe you guys should have paid me the depreciation, whatever that is you guys had to cost. That's on a previous phone call. He comes back and says, yeah, it's all set. So Mercedes-Benz is going to give you extended warranty. I was like, did you not listen to my previous conversation with you? Did you not, the whole previous conversation did not go through your mind? It's like, didn't stay. I just told you that extended warranty that doesn't do me any good because I don't keep my car for that long. I got so pissed. I was like, if that's the way that you guys are gonna do business, that's fine because there's plenty of dealers I can buy cars from. I just don't have to buy from you guys anymore. You know, especially with the people that I bought the car from, it's not there anymore. There's no reason. There's zero reason for me to stay with you guys and even do service at your dealer anymore. So literally, I made a post on Twitter and on Instagram. Let them know that, you know, that service is junk. It's junk. And then on Instagram, their social media person literally says, "Have you talked to our general manager?" What am I supposed to say to that? The person that caused me the problem was your general manager. You asked me to contact your general manager? Where did you... So yeah, they didn't make it right to me. And literally, I sent them an email that says, "Why don't you call me so we can get this resolved?" No contact. Zip. Didn't call me back. Oh, this smoke output is great. Look at this. I can't even see the screen anymore. This smoke output is great. I mean, I can't say enough about this cigar. This cigar is great. It's very enjoyable. I love it. So yeah, I basically is ready to move on and just buy another brand of car. And I can tell you that BMW is cheaper. BMW is significantly cheaper than the Mercedes I bought. It's literally almost half price for me to buy M3 with competing car. Not to mention the new M3 has like all-wheel drive and, you know, swap back and options. This person, I tell you, this CEO and this general manager literally went from like a Mini Cooper dealer to Mercedes dealer. So he doesn't really care for your business like the way Mercedes should have, right? The Mini Coopers, $20,000 car, and they don't know how to handle a customer that buys $100,000 cars. So I don't know how he get his way there. He just got there, and really he doesn't know what he's doing. So I already lost my faith on that. Like literally, I'm just dealing with it because I tried to finish dealing with that, and that was it. That was it. I'm only dealing with it for the sake of dealing with it, because once I finish dealing with it, I might just go buy a new car. Just for the sake of it, just so that I don't have to drive that anymore. The end. Mercedes are not doing so well. They're actually cutting their production line. They're actually getting rid of few of the models because over last year they were selling so good. They doubled their models. Now they're like, we have too many models. Nobody's buying all of them. What am I supposed to do? Getting rid of the models. So yeah, whoever came out with those, they need to hire a new consultant. But either way, got good cigars to enjoy. This is why I actually had to have a snack cigar in between, because today just too much crap. Too much people that's like not dealing things right. You know, Audi's another one I had issue with, and I actually say I'll never buy another Audi. So I will not buy another Audi. We actually had an Audi TT for my wife back in the days, and that car full of issues. So it's almost like repeating itself. You know, I will have problem with one dealer, I will say I'll never buy your car again, and somehow the other dealer of the same car will hear about it. They'll call me up and says, "Hey, we do have good cars, good deal, blah, blah, blah." And like, I'll give you guys a chance, and they will do good for a few years, and then I have a problem. They're like, "Nope, can't deal with you anymore because you already buy your car. The only way is if you buy a new car." And then I'll move on another one and says, "You know what? I don't even want to keep your car, not another brand." Continuously. You know what? I need to just go back and buy Civics and never have a problem with them. Drive it until it beat up to death, and then buy another one. Literally, I should have done that. Truck. Can you imagine an Asian man my height driving a truck? Like, you would think that's normal? Just imagine me climbing into a truck and drive a truck on the highway. Just imagine that. Imagine me in a Raptor, truck with a spoiler, driving like this. No, it's gotta look so wrong. I really do need a truck. I really do need a truck, because truck can do everything. Trucks eat Civic for breakfast and dessert, and literally it will do everything. It helps, right? But Asian people can't drive trucks. Not Mercedes. Mercedes parts are made in Germany. They actually had to list what part is manufactured where, and it says I think my car was 70%, something like that, in Germany. The entire engine is made in Germany. So I know. Ferrari is probably one of the most expensive maintenance car I ever owned. Don't own a Ferrari. Everything needs out of pocket to repair. Everything. What is warranty? No, there's no such thing for Ferrari. Everything's your fault. Except the one they have made in China. Yeah, in China they have some serious weird cars. The engine will have to be fitting their spec, and they have CLA 150s or 100, something literally barely moves. They're made for China, or the market in China and India. So I can see why those are made in China. But if you buy a sports car, usually they will be made in Germany, so that they can test it there. But yes, everybody needs a truck, but not everybody owns one. That's the problem. When I need a truck, I had to go rent one. I actually don't have too many friends with trucks. So here's a call out for people in Massachusetts. If you own a truck, you need to give me a number so I can call you up when I need a truck. That, in all honesty, I really think that China needs to stop producing less stuff, and all the other countries need to produce more stuff. The things about China is they can pump out a lot, and the failure rate is a lot. And it's actually a lot cheaper for you to say, my car has a problem, you need to repair this and that, than having them to produce something quality in country or something like that. Doesn't make sense. To consumer, at least. To business, makes perfect sense. For consumer, it doesn't. So we all end up pick up the tab and eat the bills. That's how it is. That's why I don't keep car out that long. Because I don't trust the car is gonna keep my family safe after 1 or 2 years. Especially in Massachusetts, everything rusts. Okay, everything rusts. Did you hear what I just say? In Massachusetts, everything rusts. Everything rots. In Massachusetts, including human beings. If I don't move for 2 days, my joint rusts, right? If I don't go out for a couple of days, my body rots. That's Massachusetts. Massachusetts, everything rots. So, for me to trust the body of the car to handle an impact after 2 years, probably not in Massachusetts. Nah. Especially nowadays, they design cars to have crumble zones. Which the other way to say is every part is very easy to break, right? So when they have a crumble zone is when you run into something, everything crumbles so that it absorbs the impact and human will be safe. Well, if everything crumbles, another word is everything breaks very easily. So, I don't know if you have seen this a commercial or something like that. A guy was driving a sports car, got to a crosswalk or something like that, and the old lady just start walking very slowly to the crosswalk, and the guy with the sports car honked, and she literally just take whatever bag that she have and just hit the bumper, and the airbag just popped. That's what I imagine the car would be, driving a sports car, expensive sports car in Massachusetts. If you keep it long enough, some ladies are gonna hit you with this, like a shopping bag, and the whole entire car is just gonna crumble to nothingness. You know, much rather, if you live in New York, don't buy a car, lease a car. Don't buy a car in New York, lease a car, and buy the all damage insurance, and that's it. Just drive it to death. Drive it to death. That's what I learned in New York. People don't care. People drive like, how close do people drive in New York? People drive in New York so close, they will drive, and literally at a red light, you can roll down your window and just tell the person right next to you, says, "Hey, high five," and you can high five the guy. You can high five the guy, shake the guy's hand, two hands too. You can just, that's how close you're driving to each other, literally. If you have like a distance sensor, like a parking sensor, you can drive, and in the parking in a stop sign, you'll hear beep 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 everywhere, because all the cars are driving that close to you. Literally, if you open the door is gone. That's New York. Not that I don't like New York. I love New York. New York is great. I love to go to New York. I plan to go back to New York this summer, so we will have another meet in the summer. So plan to show up in the summer. Yeah, that's in the plan. I'm going over there, so. Patty cakes at red light. You can literally do everything at red light. The person next to you. You can have a chat. You can have a tea. You can put a tray between two cars, and you'll stay there. And you can put sodas on there. So long as both cars are not moving, there's that much distance. That's it. This much distance between the two windows. You can put a tray there. Tea time. You know, during the traffic jam, tea time with the guy. Hey, how you doing? You know, that's what you can do in New York. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's faster to walk sometimes. It's faster to walk in New York than driving. And it's especially now that they try to impose a traffic tax of some sort, traffic fee. If you drive into Manhattan, you'll get that fee. Driving out of Manhattan, you'll get that fee. You're gonna see a magical line just right outside Manhattan where the taxi will drive up to, and then you'll get off there, go inside, take another taxi, go to your place within Manhattan. That's what I imagine is gonna happen. People's not gonna be that dumb. I'd stop right in front of Manhattan. I'll walk the rest of the way. So dumb. Every way to get tax revenue, where they could just do it legitimately. Totally does not make sense whatsoever why anybody would do that, but they do. They do. I mean, New York. You think Massachusetts, Texas for that reason, but New York has crazy tax too, and I think they're raising their tax again. So, not looking forward to buy stuff in New York, but you know, that's what I usually do. I buy my cigars from New York a lot, so I'm paying the tax. But still, better than 33%. Better than 32% all the time, anytime, any day. Oh, the cigar is so good. I'm gonna totally enjoy it. If any of you are still on the first cigars, let me know if you're still on the first cigar. If you're on the round 2, let me know what you're having for round 2, because I'm having round 2, and you guys know what I'm smoking. So it's only fair if you let me know what you're smoking as well. So far, I think the simulcast is actually doing okay. It's doing okay. I actually like this chat system because I can read better. I really, it's a lot easier to read this chat for me on both screens than the previous one with the transparent screen. And sometimes it doesn't work. If you're already watching a lot of shows from me, you'll see that sometimes the chat doesn't work. This one works, so totally fine with me. All right, Jason Mon. The king is dead. All right, second one. Okay. Still on your first cigar, just now took off the pick. So are you just done with that? What are you lighting up next, Sherry? Menzelnita. Don't know what that is. Another thing is lapel pins. I wanted to update you guys on the lapel pins, okay? So I went through a few companies and I talked about the pins, the lapel pin. You guys already seen the design, right? You guys already seen the design, so I'll actually put it up again. If you guys want to see the design again, I can show it to you guys again. That's no problem. But you had to see it through my phone because that's where I had it. So this is the design I sent over for the lapel pin. Okay, I hope you guys can see it. And basically, because there's a lot of gradients, they say if we remove the gradients, we'll be able to make that pin for you. And I told them, no. I don't want you guys to print on that pin. I want the pin to look just like that. Natural shadows, natural gradients from that. So they are gonna have to literally carve out a 3D print of it and stamped on that. It's gotta be probably a forged, stamped lapel pin. All right, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna cost more, yes, but you know I don't like to get something that's not up to the quality. You know, if we're gonna make something that cool, I want to get something that's perfect. So right now they literally say, well, we could make 3D, but we don't have that as part of our production line. You actually had to send it to us. We're gonna see if we can do it before we can do it. So that's what's going on right now. I literally got to that point. I had to send them the file. I had to tell them where to engrave, where to not. So that's gonna take another while. So you know, it's something to look forward to, but I suspect that's gonna take another few months. So expect that to take another few months. I really don't know how long that's gonna take. When they send me mock-ups, I'll show it to you guys. They haven't done that yet, obviously, because I haven't sent them the exact what I want from that particular design. And obviously, they had to plate the entire thing in gold color or something like that, something close to that. So that's gonna take a long while, but expect that to look good. I expect it to look good. If a lot of you already received the patch, I know you guys said it looks good and everything. I want to know what you think about the quality. I saw Joe has ironed that particular thing to his bag. It looks great, but I just want to know, like, what you guys think about quality. Is quality up to par with you guys? You guys think that it's worth it? Is you know, it came out okay? Or do you think that even though it looks good, the quality isn't that good? You know, that's good feedback for me to basically say, are we gonna still use this manufacturer for the future, next patch or whatever, or should we just find another person, find another manufacturer? I think it's really good quality. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's good, because all I worry about is the quality, because I'm pretty sure every company can make it look right eventually. It's just the quality is different. You know, how good the stitching is. Is it losing threads? Is the glue at the end in the back actually gonna stay? I know a lot of you haven't tried to iron onto a hat, okay? And if you haven't done that yet, I recommend you guys to use an iron or some steam, okay? And put a piece of cloth or a t-shirt over it, because these white parts sometimes will turn yellow if it's too hot. All right, and I think that's with any patch, because the glue might seep through or whatever. So by putting another sheet of cloth or t-shirt over it, you kind of protect the surface of it and still press over the heat, and the steam will melt the glue, and that should glue it good. If you're kind of skeptical whether or not it's gonna stay, you see these black parts, you can sew black threads over it, so to stabilize it first before you glue it down, and then you can cut that thread afterward. And that's another good way to keep it so that it doesn't move around when you decide to iron it. You can make sure that the position is the way you want it. It does take a little bit to punch it through, but you guys can see it, the backs literally have no backing, so it should be okay. So both sides are okay. See that? That's the back. So literally you can just, it should be able to stitch right through it. All right. There we go. And the clue for tonight. The clue for tonight will win you a Chinese cigar. I don't have it with me here. But the clue has been released a couple times throughout this whole video. So if you haven't get the clue, it's time. You'll have to rewatch the whole things in the front. I tend to not to pull out the hands again afterwards, and make sure to like the video if you're gonna go with that. Like the video first and then go with that, because that way I know how many people is actually watching the video that actually found the clue. Because I know that some people is just gonna cheat and just go, oh, that's a hashtag, let's copy that and then put it in there. I saw a couple in the first one where Matia Maya and a few other people posted random hashtag and see how many people copy it. And there was a few. So Cigar, why are you so good? And this Saturday, maybe I should smoke something special. Something that's obviously not Fratello, because I want to save the Fratello for June as well. Something special. Maybe something stronger. So that we can review a cigar that we usually don't smoke. No one has the magic toast in stock. Did you try Cigars Daily? Cohiba Talisman. I do actually have that in my humidor. It's kind of a strong cigar though. I don't usually smoke it, but I do have it. I'll put that in consideration though. Yeah, yeah. And TNT and Corona cigars. I will say, Chris, call Tim, call Cigars Daily, talk to them, and they will tell you when they gotta get it. Cause last time when I called them, they ran out. They let me know, what time it was coming in. They literally let me know what time it's coming in. So it's a good idea to give them a call. No, I say a different cigar. Did I say a strong cigar? I mean a different cigar. Something that we don't usually smoke. Something different. Yeah. Talisman is one of those strong cigars that I don't recommend anybody smoke it when you're on a diet. Because when you're on a diet, you kind of lack of sugar. So it tend to get you dizzy a lot faster. The same with Tabernacle. If you smoke Tabernacle, you know what I'm talking about. It's actually no joke. It's not a joking cigar to smoke. It's strong. If you like full body cigar, that's something that you will like. Buying the Talisman in Japan cost me $140 a stick. I think in other countries they are cheaper. They're like $70 something, but in Japan it costs $140 a stick. So it's definitely not something that I smoke usually. That brings up a good question. What is your favorite strong full body cigar? What is your favorite strong full body cigar? Now, just because it's full body doesn't always mean strong. It could be just because the nicotine is very strong, but the flavor might not be strong. But I'm talking about full of flavor and strong. Which one is your favorite? What is your favorite strong full body cigar? Padron number 9. Paisina. Don't know what that is actually. See? It has to do with where the cigar is sold. In Asia, they tax you 2 arms and 2 legs and 1 liver, and your firstborn child. So yeah, they charge a lot for that. I bought a few. majority of the time I buy that for gifts. Like, you know, I don't really smoke it because I'm not that particular to like Cuban cigars. So I buy them and I'll give a few away, and then sometimes they just sit there. Southern Dry Jacob's leather is actually not full body. I know it's not full body. It's probably medium plus, but it's not full body. Padron 1926 Maduro. Is that full body? Yeah, I think that's a full body. That's a full body. So Sherry is probably a light to medium smoker. So if anybody wants to bomb Sherry, light to medium cigar is her favorite stuff. Plasencia. Plasencia. Plasencia Alma Fuente is definitely a full body cigar, and it's great. It's a great cigar. I don't think anybody will contest that. Plasencia makes good cigars. And you know, a few of our members did get the Davidoff Plasencia, and that was a good cigar. So if you missed it, you need to find a way to get it, because that's a good cigar. Sin Compromiso is full body. That's correct. Yes, Sin Compromiso is a full body cigar. Yes, I read that. I read about that. They made a Robusto Alma Fuente. But, you know, one of the charm about Alma Fuente is the shape. Because they have multiple shape. They have those hexagon shape, like the box, multi-angled shape. And they have the Solomon shape. And I think that shape actually added to the enjoyment of smoking that cigar. They do have regular ones too, but that shape, I think, really gets to, in terms of presentation, in terms of spatial smoke, it really get you to smoke it. It really, I think that's a presentation on itself, to use those shape. I'm pretty sure it's hard to press into that shape, because you know, when you try to hold something into a weird shape and make sure that they stay that way, that's something hard. So I think that's actually pretty special. And for me, that was one of the reasons to buy them, because the shape was beautiful. The Solomon shape was beautiful. The hexagon shape is beautiful. They really outdid themselves on that one. Alma Fuente is definitely a must try for even people who doesn't smoke full body. What is the milestone for the channel that we can get you to smoke a woody cigar? It is way cheaper to smoke the Robusto. You can get the full enjoyment, maybe. I haven't tried the Robusto one, but I think that you can get a full enjoyment out of it, and with the proper time without getting dizzy. I think that's the perfect part. For them to make the choice to make the Robusto was a great idea. It was a great idea. Milestone for the channel. Milestone for the channel. I don't know. How many subscribers do I have right now? Like 250 something. 250 something. Yeah, I will smoke a woody cigar. I might not be able to finish it. Actually, no, not might not. I will not be able to finish it. I can guarantee you that. I will do that at 300. How's that? That's a milestone, right? I'll do that at 300. If we have 300 subscribers, I will smoke a woody cigar. Up to a point where I feel dizzy. I have to find a place to buy it too. Our local store don't have that, so. So 300 will do it. 300 will do it. Yeah, don't trick me on that. I will double check on that. Yeah, 300 will do it. Alright, so if you can get friends and whatever to just subscribe to the channel for the heck of it, get to 300, then I will smoke a woody cigar live. I most likely, probably 99.999% not going to finish it. But I will hold it the same way as Cigar Vixen holding her cigars. So, you know, you might like it. But I had to find it though. I have to find it. I had to. It's definitely not something that normal store carries it. Just to ship that thing, you need a box to ship it. So. For me, again, like I say, I don't really care about the subscribers number to me because I'm not looking to monetize the channel for any reason. So Tim can get me one. Tim probably could if I asked him. Yeah, he can probably get one. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. At 300, I will look for that cigar. I'll smoke it. In fact, if I see one, I'll buy it just to keep it. Show you guys that I have it. Then I'll go for it. And the previous one, if you didn't, James, you never watched the channel before recent, so you probably don't know. I did say that if we get, what's that, 2,000 subscribers or something, 1,000 subscribers, I will smoke a Davidoff Oro Bianco. $500 cigar. I will smoke on screen. So I'll do a review on it, but if we can get that, we'll do an Oro. All right, we'll do a Davidoff Oro for if we reach 1,000. Let's say 1,000. So far, I don't think anybody has posted a actual review for the Oro, so we might be the first one if we can get enough people to like the channel. Then I'll go buy one. So far, nobody has reviewed the cigar. I could be the first one. Just had to subscribe. But yeah, that would be smoking while I crying. You know, it's like my $500. Yeah. Take another puff, another tear. Take another puff, another tear. $500 cigars. In fact, in Japan, I think it was near to $1,000 for that cigar. So, or in Korea, it's $1,000 for that cigar. So that cigar is no joke. That's actual expensive cigar. Really, why would it cost $500? I don't know. It's probably rolled by a virgin lady with her tears as humidification constantly. I don't know. I can do a royal for Davidoff. I can do that. No. See, that's the thing. I'm a collector hog. So I will collect something and never touch it. I will literally never touch it. For example, I have unicorn in the humidor that I never touch. I probably will never smoke because when you buy the cigar, it has that value, right? Like say you buy $100 cigar, it has the value, but once you smoke it, it depends on the situation. It might not meet that value. So unless it's some special time, that $100 value might not be there when you smoke it. So literally, it's one of those things I buy for look. In the humidor when I opened up, it's there. If I didn't forget about it, and feel that there's $100 value in there. But once you smoke it, the $100 value is gone for good. So I don't think you gotta get $100 value of enjoyment out of a unicorn cigar. You might get $40 value maybe, but not $100 value. Definitely not $100 value. So yeah, that's pretty much what my thought of it is on that particular one. $100 cigar. It does not cost $100 to produce a cigar at all. I have no problem smoking the Queen SNR one. I'm just waiting for the Martin's review. Well, I don't feel bad smoking a $60 cigar, $70 cigar, $80 cigar maybe. I don't mind that. It's just that, you know, I wanted to make sure that it has that value to me when I smoke it. And I most likely would smoke it if someone is smoking it with me. So I don't have anyone that I can show off the status to. I don't have anyone that I can show off the status to. Let's say it this way. I have more friends that don't care about the value of the cigar than friend that cares about the value of the cigar. So I never go show off and say, hey, I had $100 cigar. Look at this. Yeah, I'm so much better than you. No, I don't think that will ever happen, at least for me, because people I know don't care about the value of the cigar, or they wouldn't care, period. I went on vacation. I was smoking a cigar, right? And this lady actually literally told me that don't smoke cigars, it's bad for you. Why is she smoking a cigarette? In turn of a cigar will taste and the enjoyment you get from it. You will never get the same value. $500 cigar, you'll never get $500 worth of it. And literally, unless you tell people how much that worth, people who don't care probably won't even know. Like, can you imagine if I go to, well, probably they would. I say if I go to Cigars Daily and everybody is smoking something that they enjoy, and I pull out Oro and start smoking it, they probably wouldn't know the value of that cigar. So the taste and enjoyment, you're not gonna feel like you're smoking a $500 cigar. So. Anyways, I think it's about time to sum it up. So we smoked the Fratello, and this is called the Bianco Boxer. Bianco Boxer. Relatively enjoyable. I wouldn't say it's a bad cigar compared to compared to the Red Band. Again, I don't know what the name is. I think it was also called Oro Boxer, but that cigar I did not like. This particular cigar, I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. For $7 to $8, it's not bad at all. Would I buy a box for it? Probably not. Probably not. I'm still looking forward for the rest of it. Maybe Mercer will be better than that one. And I'm pretty sure it would, especially with all the comments that's coming in about the Nevada. So you'll only feel like you're smoking a great cigar that you couldn't otherwise enjoy without paying for it. True. I guess that would be it. And yeah, and then obviously we smoked the Magic Toast as the second cigar. And in terms of Magic Toast as the second cigar, we all know Magic Toast is one of my favorite 2019 cigars. So it's definitely recommended. Both cigars are recommended for you to try. I wouldn't say they're bad, and they are both very enjoyable, especially Magic Toast. Now that Brenda's not here, Magic Toast. Okay. Definitely an enjoyable cigar, and obviously the show is gonna end in 2 minutes, so I will finish the cigar after the screen. Obviously, we updated about the lapel pins. I asked you about the patch. Of course, more stuff will come up. If you're looking for the hints at this point, you're too late. Go back about an hour and a half. And you know, obviously you can read the chat. You know, we had a really good turnout today. Really good turnout. I'm surprised how many people was able to join us today at Wednesday night. So, but the next one will be on Saturday night at 9 p.m. I will do this same setup again. Hopefully, more people from Facebook will be able to join us as well. I'll keep this particular setup for a little bit until we find something better. For now, I think that should be it. Now, everybody enjoy your Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of the week. Hopefully, your location will have better weather than hurricane and other stuff like California. Well, cold weather in Massachusetts. We are in 50 degrees today. We're kind of cold. So, yeah, you can probably hear the heat running because we're cold. So 50 degrees to me is cold. So, yeah, and again, I tell you guys, the Red Monster doesn't taste good. Don't try that. If you don't have a lighter already, no, Vertigo lighter is actually not bad. And that should be it. That should be it for the night. I hope everybody have a good night. Have a good sleep. Especially James. Have a good sleep. Okay? And we'll keep everybody updated on the particular things that's happening and the box, train, all that stuff as it goes. Have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys later.